So you want to make yourself some protein pancakes. There's a couple ways you can go about this. You can get them at restaurants, but that's not very common. You can get the pre-made mix at the grocery stores, but the third method is what I recommend, is that you make them yourself with just real foods. Now, I'm gonna show you a very simple recipe in this video, and before I show you, I have to tell you, I cannot take any credit for this. I learned this from a friend of mine. That whole family, I don't want to mention their name, but their last name is Rivera, and I call these pancakes Rivera pancakes. In fact, look, here's the note in my phone, how to make Rivera pancakes. That's the ingredients right there. All you need is 6 ingredients. 4 eggs. Now you're gonna get the egg whites out of those. That's ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2 is a banana. Ingredient number 3 is a little bit of oats, rolled oats. Ingredient number 4 is some coconut slivers. You can get them sweetened or unsweetened. If you want to stay lean, get them unsweetened. And then ingredient number 5 is some baking powder, just a little bit. And then of course, you're gonna add some protein powder. You get your egg, you crack it a little bit, and then you crack it open right above the Vitamix, and you just move those eggshells back and forth a little bit. Or move the yolk back and forth in between the eggshells until all the egg white just drips right out of there. You can also get the liquid egg whites. That's up to you. And then you add everything else. It's gonna look something like this. Turn the Vitamix on until it gets all liquid. But before you do, I forgot one ingredient, and that is cinnamon. Of course, you know I'm a big fan of cinnamon. Add cinnamon to anything that you don't add salsa to, and add salsa to anything you don't have cinnamon to. So I'm gonna put about 10 taps, boom, 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 in there, and then mix this up. I highly recommend that in order to cook these or bake these protein pancakes, you use unsalted grass-fed butter, because it tastes so much better with butter. While I'm heating up the pan, I want to show you something. What you can do to make your protein pancakes, chocolate protein pancakes, is add these right here. The Lily's milk chocolate style baking chips. You can get these at Sprouts. 30 chocolate chips gives you just 4 grams of fat, 2.5 grams saturated, and 4 grams of fiber and no sugars. That's because these chocolate chips are sweetened with stevia. All right, so the butter is nice and liquid. Make sure it gets all over the pan. Don't pour the whole thing in there. Just go a little bit right there, not too much. That might even be a little bit too much. Then move the pan around to spread it all over, because you want to have your pancakes be nice and thin. This is also the time where if you want to add the chocolate chips, do it right now. Just lay them on there and they're gonna be integrated right there, melting straight in there. Don't put it on high, put it on medium. Move it around a little bit. So eventually that pancake's gonna come loose, and then you can flip it to the other side. Of course, I'm doing a video, so the pancake broke in half, but you get the idea. All right, I just did some reconstruction on this pancake, so it's torn in half, but this is what it should look like. Now you see how it's nice and brown? That's because of the butter. And when you're done with your first pancake, add some more butter, just a little bit of more butter, so you can get the rest. This is probably good for 2 more pancakes. I'm just gonna repeat the process right here. So this is how they came out. They look a little dark, but that's because I put chocolate protein powder in them. They taste good like this, but you know you're gonna want some syrup. You probably know by now, there's a lot of sugar-free syrups out there, and one of them that has been making, people have been talking about, is the Birch Bender's Magic Syrup. This one right here, I don't recommend this one. It is simply too watery. Here's what I recommend, and you can see I've already used it up. It's from a brand called Chalk Zero. It's more like real maple syrup, and if you look up the brand Chalk Zero, they also make a chocolate syrup. They make even chocolate chips and everything. So with this, you put this over your protein pancakes, and it's gonna taste amazing. I know usually when you do kitchen videos, I'm supposed to take a bite and go, lekker. But I did that last time. Hope this helps you out, guys. Choose for real ingredients. I know this is probably a little bit more work, I guess a little bit more work than getting just the pre-made protein pancakes, but the benefit of this is that you can add more egg whites, you can add more protein to your protein pancakes, because this right here is 4 egg whites, which is 4 times 4 is 16, plus I did a scoop and a half of protein, so that's 30 grams of protein, 46 grams of protein just in this alone, in these pancakes. So I'm going to enjoy these right now. Hope you liked it, guys. If you did, hit like, share, all that stuff, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have an awesome day.